presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Monday, September 22nd. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. We got a great week lined up for you with big ticket items to give away, which we'll get to here shortly. Did you have anything? Did you do anything fun this weekend, Rico, or did you just grind it out?
Just grind it out, my friend.
Eventually, you'll change that up. I grinded it out myself a little bit. I had to run that poker tournament on Friday night, Angel Ball Charity, which was fantastic. I did have an issue. I love being a part of the Angel Ball Charity. Of course, it is a client of my mom. My mom, books the casino for them, but I've become friends with the founders, and they like the way that I run the poker tournament. But I essentially just do this. Oh yeah, hold on. Sorry about that. I essentially just do this for because the relationship with my mom and also now relationship with Bill and Cheryl. I do this as a favor of sorts. I'm sure I get a little bit of money from it too, but at the end of the day, if it's a charity event.
Sure.
Okay.
You'd be a big jerk to ask for anything more.
Yeah, right. And so when I go in and I have years of experience, but I don't do it all the time. What do I do full time, Rico?
You're a radio man.
You goddamn right, dude. I am an entertainer, a man of the people. I'm not sitting in a poker room like a degenerate 24/7, right? I do enjoy that, but I don't do it every day, and I don't run poker tournaments every day. And there was a guy at the poker tournament who is treating it like it was the World Series of Poker, like we're at the Bellagio, right? Now, this is a charity poker tournament, meaning, right, that all the proceeds benefit sick kids. I mean, if you're not talking about, like, legitimately, like, a great cause, like, this is for a great cause. You're not in it for the bracelet and for the glory. So you shouldn't nitpick like a bitch. And that's what I got. I got a guy nitpicking like crazy. And he was like making my dealers' lives hell on every little aspect.
Oh,
and so then, so the situation comes where I'm going and look, this is very stressed. I was already short some dealers. I'm trying to communicate with the ones I have available to help me spot and run tables, but they're new. And so I'm basically on my own trying and getting pulled in 10 different directions at once. And I'm getting that for like 4 hours. Okay. So it's a very high charge type of deal. So I get a guy, I stand behind the dealer, one of my best dealers who dealt in Vegas for decades. All right. He's like a pro. We get back from break. He's dealing out the cards. And there was a couple people that didn't get back to the table yet. A couple players know what I'm talking about. And, it goes around the table. The guy's like, hey, you deal to the spot. Deal to the spot. And I was like, no, you deal to the blind. He's like, no, you deal to the spot. This is tournament poker. Deal to the spot, meaning you put out the cards there and then you muck them. And
you cross the line, mark it 0.
Right. Now, this has literally zero effect on the game, but it just slows it down a little bit. Right. And I am trying to speed it up. Right.
Sure.
And so,
what a thing to get hung up on. Yeah.
Yes. That was the hill that he chose. It's a very small hill for him to freak out on, but he freaked out nonetheless. And then I'm like, no, I know what I'm talking about. You don't. Unfortunately, he was very aggressive and rude and being an ass. So we had this alpha headbutting contest, right? And I'm not backing down because I literally have 0 to lose, right?
Yeah.
I'm dressed nice. I'm wearing a hat. And so, so I'm like, deal to the blinds, end of story, and I walk away. So then I'm like, I walk away and I'm curious and I'm like, yeah, I should look this up.
Oh no.
Yeah. I look it up and I'm like, son of a bitch, he's right. Oh my God.
Isn't that the worst?
Oh, dude. It was so bad.
And then you gotta do I gotta play the stubborn card and pretend to be dumb still?
Don't get in my head yet, Rico.
Okay,
Let me tell you this like hell that I had to live. Okay. So yes, I go in this process here where I'm like, son of a bitch. I hate this guy. I don't know him. I hate him. Right. But he's 100% right.
He's right.
Right. And not that it even really matters. And now, do I go back and admit that this son of a bitch is 100% right and eat crow? Right. And then how's that going to go? And then so I got this inner monologue happening in my head. In the meantime, my mom pops up and it's like, hey, are you, what's going on? And I was like, yeah, I'm having an issue right now. Right. And so as soon as I said that, this guy power walks to me like a Karen out of, that has to go diarrhea and is angry about it. Right. Charging me with phone in hand. And I'm like, oh no. And he's like, I just looked it up. And then I was like, yes, I know. You were right. I said, I was right. He's like, what are you even doing? Like, if you don't know what you're doing, don't come here. Wow. Right. And then he backs away. And I'm just like, oh.
This has become something else now.
Yeah, because keep in mind, Rico, I am doing this as a solid.
Yep.
This is not my livelihood.
Right.
I could jump across the table and pummel this dude.
Just choke him out.
Yeah, dude. And then the only repercussions I would have to deal with is from the law.
Like, I've been here before too, bro.
Yeah, but I
don't care.
It's not going to affect my career, my livelihood, nothing. Right. And so,
if only he knew.
Right. And so now I'm, I have Mount Vesuvius boiling inside me.
During a charity event.
Yeah. We're forgetting there's 6 sick kids involved, right? And I'm like, there's gonna be one more sick kid. This kid's going down. I'm mad. And then so that happened, and so then I'm like, all right, what are we gonna do now? And I'm still getting pulled in 10 directions, thankfully. And then about 5 minutes later, guy comes up to me. Aggressively shakes my hand. And it's one of those things, you know what? The only way that you could really describe this, it's like when President Trump meets a world leader.
Yeah.
And he grabs hands, shake hands, and he won't let go.
Right.
And they're just sitting there.
It's a power
shaking.
move.
Yes. And so me and this guy lock horns. And we're shaking hands. He's like, you know what? He's like, I want to apologize for how I came off. And I go, yeah, because when you came up to me, and then I didn't accept his apology, right?
Yeah.
I told you I was wrong right off the bat. And then you want to go. And I was like, and then we're here for charity, man. It's for the sick kids. I was like, we're not at the Bellagio. So I'm shaking his hand while saying this. Right. So I'm like, you need to tone it down because it's not that serious. And yeah, there are people who spend a lot of money to be in this tournament. You're not one of them. You know what I mean? Like I've been keeping track of what you're paying, and you're one of the cheap ones. Ooh. You're one of the like
It's a 2-minute handshake.
Oh my god, dude! And so we're pulling each other closer. So we're either gonna fight or we're gonna F. We're gonna kiss, dude. We're gonna full blown tongues.
This is in the middle of everybody too, right?
My god, yes.
Oh my god,
yes. Dude, my mom's watching. Like, what is going on? Did he just make a best friend? She's oblivious.
Yeah.
But then,
they're really nice.
Yeah. After shaking it out until I assume both orgasm uncontrollably. We call it a day, and that was my my volunteering experience.
Amazing.
No good deed goes unpunished.
No.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. This kind of stuff I have to deal with. And again, I still was professional. I don't think most people understood what's going on. The show went on. I finished around amongst time. I got enough love. If I get the call saying, hey, you know what? There's issues. We're going to go another direction. I'll be like, yeah, good for you. Good for you.
Good.
Go another direction.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think they still like me, and the job was still done well, and given the circumstances. But yeah, dude. And then it just
you're going to see this guy again too, probably, right?
Once a year.
Okay.
Oh my God. I'm going to try to throw landmine after landmine towards him the next tournament. I'll never forget his face. And his wife was calling me hot. And so, I mean, at least I had that. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll make him a cuck. But anyways, I digress.
You were so close to throwing it into the handshake combo.
Yeah.
You want to be a cuck?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, I didn't, so, I know it was great having his wife compliment me in front of him. So he heard that too. So I think she was a little drunk though, calling me good looking, but it doesn't matter. End of the day, reminding me why I don't do that more. Right.
Yep.
So, as fun as it can be, it could also be potentially have a decent real estate career. That's how it works. All right, let's get our show moving. All right, tickets
man. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're live in a podcast broadcast. I just got things started with our opening monologue. It's Rico and I hanging out. Have a lot of things to cover, including the huge news that happened in Arizona over the weekend and some viral videos to share with you as well. We're going to do all that after we listen to and react to new music from Architects. Here's Everything Ends on Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Join us live on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. Clear. All right, yeah, I know I interrupted that long complaining a diatribe this morning, and that's how we started off Monday. I was talking about, just people and poker tournaments, people taking it way too seriously of a small thing and such a silly thing to get upset about and to be focused on because, poker players and gamblers in general, usually degenerate gamblers, are uber superstitious, right? Everything matters. It's like, if you're not giving those cards out, then I'm getting cards I shouldn't be getting. And and they always look at it in a negative. Then I'm going to get bad cards. Well, what if you get pocket aces, bitch?
Right.
You know what I mean?
What then?
Yeah, because you don't know what cards you're going to get. So taking them out of the equation actually might help you. But you're considering it as like a hurt you, and you're taking away more variables in your percentage and when you try to read the, what's in the deck and possibilities and stuff.
I figured a lot of the dealers have to have such thick skins too. I mean, working as a door guy, bounce, same thing. You get people mad at you for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like it feels like it hurts their feelings every time. It's like they get a cold table.
Yeah.
Like you have a hot dealer. Like, I love this dealer. Michelle, you're my girl. Thank you. Then like you have, Tiffany come in. You're like, screw. I don't want to.
Right.
We're out. Sorry, Tiffany.
Yeah. Yeah. I've always considered too, because like being a professional dealer was always kind of like a backup plan of sorts, but I never really wanted to do that. And I looked at it in a more positive way. And I never really even consider the negative aspect. The positive way of me not wanting to do this is because I don't want to take someone's money, because my dad was a little bit of a degenerate when I was younger. I remember that I have a core memory of us being like sitting outside a casino. I'm sitting next to my dad. My dad's blackout drunk and he lost a shit ton of money. And it's obviously a traumatizing experience as a young kid. I don't want to be the adult seeing somebody like that.
Sure.
And then, knowing that they're not in the right mind to bet at all. And I'm just taking away what could be a mortgage payment, could be an important bill, any of that stuff. Because you got to be a soulless and cold-blooded in that position. As a casino, your job is to take the money, period.
You can't care. You're just like, well, that's on them.
Yeah, so that's one reason why I wouldn't want to do this as a job, even though I respect the position for sure. The other reason I didn't even consider, but now more so than ever, assholes like that, right? To where I'm like, entitled, throwing cards at your face and stuff like that, and then just have to sit there and take it.
Yeah.
I'm too, you guys know. I mean, I'm an emotional biatch, where I would just be like, I don't know if I can take this. I don't know.
You hear that Kill Bill horn music?
Yeah.
Like lunge over the table and punch somebody.
Right. Yeah. And said, kid at the casino, the fuck? Yeah, it was the 80s. It was a wild time. And it was before they said the Vegas rebranded and said, hey, it's fun for the whole fam.
I know.
Right. It wasn't even that. But
it was Scorsese's casino.
Yeah, it was brutal. But yeah, it was a core memory. And after that, we didn't go back to Vegas for a while. My dad never had good luck at the casinos, though.
To this day, my mom, do we have time?
Yeah.
She said when she dies, like she wants to get cremated, right?
Yeah.
And then she's like, I want my top half, because my heart is in Pittsburgh for Three River Stadium. She wants to go to the Steelers.
Baseball.
And she's like, when I want my bottom half, I want you to sprinkle my ashes over Vegas. We're like, why? She's like, I lost my ass there so many times, they might as well keep it.
Yeah, I like that.
Like,
we're back on the air, Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Talk about Rico's mom when she passes. She wants her ashes in those two locations, 3 Mile Stadium for the Pittsburgh Pirates or Steelers.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't say that.
Oh, so she's not a Pirates fan, huh? She's a Steelers fan?
I grew up thinking Jack Lambert, the old linebacker, was my other dad.
Yeah, really?
She kept talking about him. The way she kept talking about that dude with no teeth.
Yeah, no, it's funny. But see, the difference between your mom and my dad when it comes to gaming is your mom gets lucky. She's actually good at it. She will go to the casino and come back, even though Vegas, she loses her ass in Vegas. She does pretty well at the casinos around here.
Yeah.
Which she keeps in mind. I drive down Grant Road every day, and I'm keeping an eye on that Casino del Sol. That's going to be interesting when they open up. and their location in Midtown. And now the Del Sol that's over on the west part of the Valley in Valencia, that's still going to be up and running. And it'll be really up to them to step up their events. And hopefully Ava Amphitheater will be booked more because they'll need reasons and incentive for people to take the further drive out to that location. But most importantly, the area in Grant's going to change dramatically. And one of the changes of an institution, Slaughterhouse, is going to be gone. This is the last year of Slaughterhouse. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I think this year more than ever, it's going to be great to go out to all these different haunted locations. I was, talking someone about that this weekend, being like, when it comes to Phoenix, growing up in Phoenix, they didn't really have these cool, haunted house experiences like we have here in Tucson. Tucson does it better than Phoenix in a lot of ways, whether it's Nightfall at Old Tucson, which is amazing, Slaughterhouse, of course, and then Terror in the Corn. We have our options to go out there, and we're in spooky season because we're 8 days away from October, dude.
I love how spooky season's it's getting more expanded every single year.
Yeah.
It's March. Yeah, Halloween's coming soon enough.
For some people, it's a quarter of the year. Like my friend Beth, she had the skeletons and cobwebs up, I think, by Labor Day, so before her birthday. And it is a really fun time of year as well. Now I got to think about what outfits and costumes I'm going to wear. I think the beef pro tip for you today is you want to try to visit Spirit Halloween now during this week, and while it's still September, because come October, the good stuff's going to be gone, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The horrible leftover costumes. I guess I'll be a thing of corn.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, yeah. So, all right. Speaking of horror films and everything else, let's say this: I do have a pair of tickets for Nightfall. I have not given those out yet. I want to figure out a game that is Halloween centric, and I'm going to do so and open up the phone lines to give out those Nightfall tickets right after these words and music for Nirvana. So stick around. Your opportunity to win those tickets coming up next on Beef Vegan Presents. You can join us on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/Beef Vegan.
I want to hear some spooky ghost stories.
Okay.
Soon.
So
for people to call in. That's too long though.
Yeah, well, on the podcast, it's a harder sell kind of because some people don't have them, and some people lack the courage to even tell stories and stuff. Sometimes you got to make it as easy as caller 10. That's what we did with the Mudvayne tickets. Good morning, Adam. Good to see you on here. Unfortunately, Adam, he got laid off. A lot of people got laid off this last week. Valdez being one of them as well. He made a post on Instagram, thanking the company and knowing what it's all about. At least he on socially and publicly did it the right way, and I've been fired before in radio. And honestly, I was so happy the day I got fired from radio, which is so odd to say.
Yeah.
Because they say you're nobody until somebody fires you in this business, right? And I've been told that for many years, right? And I was on, of course, KWSS in Phoenix still at the time, so I still had a show. It didn't take away from a platform for me, for my ego. No, but the point was, I also was working on a commercial station up there, Hot 97.5 and 103.9, and that's where I was cutting my teeth to learn how to do radio for real. And I was told by all different mentors who I would seek out, knowledge from to learn this craft so I could take it to the next level. And they would all say the same thing, you're nobody till someone fires you. And I'm like, well, I'm on a station where I'm volunteering, so they're not going to fire me because I keep showing up. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
this guy's doing it for free. I don't want to fire him.
Yeah. There's no way to fire somebody who's working for free,
right?
Because they just keep showing up. And so when I finally got fired, Mark Young, who used to be a DJ on KFMA in the afternoons, used to go by Young Mark. He was my program director. He had tears in his eyes because he liked me a lot. He knew that the reason why I was getting fired was kind of his bad. But he was in an uncomfortable situation and position where he had to fire me. And he felt really bad about it. And I did not. And he's like,
why are you laughing?
Yeah, I'm like, I fucking made it, dude. I'm legit. Are you kidding me? Now, because of this, I'm going to get a better job. That's what I've been told. That's how this works.
Funny. And he's all relieved.
Well,
he's like, all right, cool.
He wasn't necessarily relieved, but less than 3 months later, I got the job at KFMA.
Wow.
Yeah. Just like that.
You were right.
I was 100% right. And with that mentality, and it's important when you get laid off to have, to understand the nature of the beast. This is a very difficult time for radio in general, all the way through, and just media. The landscape's changing, right? So you have to you have to evolve with it, and some companies are a little slow to recognize that. But it's important that if you do get let go, you take it on the chin in a good way, to where they want to hire you back. So when I got fired from KFMA, right, from Larry Mack, who's my boss right now, I even though that one was devastating to me because I'm in Tucson, I have my daughter, and now my income's gone, and I'm like, I'm screwed, right? I still took it on the chin like a pro and like a champ, and within a month, they brought me back in part-time, and then I was able to work my way back in full-time. So
it was a month?
It was about a month, about 6 weeks. Luckily, I had the Roadrunners going too, so I still had that income coming in.
Yeah.
And honestly, I could have been resentful towards my GM because the way they did me was dirty. They fired me halfway through a pay period, right? So I only got 1 week's pay instead of 2 weeks' pay, right? They did it when we were doing a promotion where they fired me. The week before we were supposed to do a big toy drive, so they screwed the toy drive, and then later that night I was supposed to do a Bad Santa type concert, and Larry will still tell the story and laugh about it that he had to dress up like Santa, even though I promoted that I would be Santa the whole time and Bad Santa, and then he said he got propositioned by several different women to do like sexual things. As me dressed as Santa, thinking I was the Santa. And
literally
he's like,
the Billy Bob scene.
Yeah, exactly. They wanted to do that with me. We had a kind of a different audience back then. And he's just like, man, you would have got so. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, Larry.
Yeah.
I'm like, first off, I'm at home alone, depressed and horny.
Now you're pouring horny salt in the wound.
Yeah, dude. And then you're telling me not only could I, if I still had my job, then I would have had like mouth love while dressed as Santa.
Right.
You don't think that's a fantasy for me too?
A Tinseltown brothel.
Yeah, dude. Have you ever, like Billy Bobbed it in a bathroom stall? Have you?
No.
Yeah. Neither have I, dude. But I could have.
Yeah.
And that would have been amazing.
We had a couple at work. Yeah, speaking of which, one of the managers came to me and he was like, hey, the bathroom in there's been locked for a while, so we're going to do a wellness check. And he came back like half an hour later. He said, yeah, there was one dude in there, so I guess they're okay. We're kind of scared at first because it's like it was one of those situations like we think it's haunted sometimes. So it's like the door locked by itself and there's nobody in there because when he's knocking, nobody answered.
Right.
But later he put one on one together and he's like, there was a couple in there for like an hour in the bathroom. We're all like, me and the bartenders were like, yeah, dude, good for him, an hour, dude. Like, at the same time, we're like, the smell of shit.
Yeah, that's a gross place to do it. It's not a sanitary place to do it.
Yeah.
But if you're dressed like Santa, then you're going to have to do it once.
Right.
Unfortunately, I missed that opportunity, and it's a bucket list that will never be scratched off, apparently. All right,
we got you. We'll make it happen.
Me and you? All right, let's see. Earlier this morning, Rico and I covered this. Check it out.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another edition of Your F My Life. These are unfortunate situations emailed to me at beef@kfma.com, subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, you can give us a call at 600-KFMA. That's 600-5362. And if we agree your life is F'd, we'll hook you up with a pair of tickets for Nightfall.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. Nightfall is going to be open up here soon.
Oh, yeah.
Open for Thursday through Sunday. With that said, let's get into our first email. And yes, you had them at fun. All right, first email sent to me by John. John said, I told my coworker that she looked great and asked if she was glowing because she was pregnant. She isn't pregnant. She is, however, going through a breakup and just gained 10 pounds from comfort eating.
Hey, but at least she's glowing.
From constipation. No, that's not great. This happens from time to time. You got to stop assuming people are pregnant. You know?
It's one of my biggest, I don't want to ever assume.
Yeah, dude. If they're 9 months, I'll just be like, so you're fat, huh?
Yeah. How's the fat thing going?
Yeah. F My Life for John?
Yeah, big time.
All right, I agree. All right, next email sent to me by Lisa. She said, I was explaining the inner parts of my vagina and how they work the other night to my boyfriend. F My Life.
Come on, bro. Wikipedia or something.
Yeah. Google it.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, it is a mysterious love cave. And each one is different. I know there's a lot of ladies out there that have certain preferences when it comes to the peen, but guess what, ladies? You are not exclusive to variations of private parts. And guys have preferences too, okay? And maybe it's you, not them. Okay, maybe I'm projecting. I don't even know right now.
I don't know.
Here's our next FML. Said to be my Anthony. He said, I recently got a concussion while banging my head. I got extremely nauseous and nearly passed out. The emergency doctor gave me anti-nausea pills, and the top 3 side effects are headache, dizziness, and drowsiness. I have no idea if they're working. Is that not a super FML or what?
Typical, big time. It's like every pharmaceutical commercial. The side effects may include death.
Yeah.
You're like, is that cool?
These side effects just so happen to be the symptoms of said concussion.
Can't win.
Right, dude. Right. So
F my life.
Yeah. You know what? That sounds like a scam too. Like these pills don't work at all. And they just describe the side effects of what the symptoms would be for whatever you're prescribing the medication for. I mean, it's pretty,
scummy, but genius.
Nefarious. Does that work there? Nefarious?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Last up my life for the day. Let's see. All right. Well, I had 2 to choose from. We'll stop. We'll end with LJ. LJ said, Beef, I bought some mouse traps that instructed me to avoid touching them with my bare hands as human smells would detour the mice from the traps. Right? I was woken up at 2 a.m. by a mouse crawling on my head. I don't think that smell is an issue. Of my life. What do you say?
That sounds horrifying. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my life.
That is the worst. I had a mouse scenario a couple apartments ago, right? Yeah. So I could feel this pain. I put down this mouse trap and I felt like I was living with the world's smartest mouse. He would poop all around it. It was so smart. Would never get caught up in that mouse trap.
Oh, he was trolling you.
Oh, so hard. So hard.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah, he lived there for a while. So then I just accepted it. And I was like, he's peeing in a safe place or, pooping in a safe place. I'm fine with that. And then when I moved out, what I didn't realize, and this is disgusting.
Oh, no.
I move out. I clear everything out, right? I realized this little effer was pooping everywhere. Everywhere, dude.
Gross.
My apartment was covered in mouse feces. I know. I was a disgusting man.
So you're thinking it was just the one, or is it multiple?
It was just the one that I ever saw. Yeah. I named him Larry. And the thing with his mouse was I thought he was just basically like home based by the water cooler, right? The water heater.
Like he's fine.
Yeah. And he would scurry around every now and then. It was like having a pet that you didn't have to worry about. Right. And there's a little mouse hole. It was very like cartoon-like. Mm-hmm. And so since he wouldn't die and I couldn't catch him, I just decided, you know what? He's just a part of this like living arrangement.
He's my new friend.
Yeah. But again, like when I cleared out my closet, I had a walk-in closet. I had no idea. Every single shelf just littered with it. It's disgusting. The fact that I didn't get out of that apartment with the plague is a miracle.
No kidding.
Yes.
Larry's an a-hole.
He's such an a-hole, dude. And now I wish that I killed that little bastard.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
no good deed, man.
Yeah, I know. F my life.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So those are your emails. Keep them coming. beef@kfma.com. We still have tickets to give away for Nightfall. We'll be doing that a little bit later. But also, tickets for Mudvayne are up. All right. We got about 25 seconds before we get back on the air. You got to shout out to Adam?
I just want to shout out Adam. Yeah, we miss you already, bro. I'm going to start wearing my black cowboy hat. Doing in like we are all Adam type thing.
Yeah.
It's a protest.
Yep.
But I think he should call in when he's trucking.
Yeah. No, it's going to be awesome when he's
trucker
trucking.
tales.
Yeah. Keep on trucking. When he said that, I'm like, oh, you're going to be fine. You're going to be making more money. Seeing the road. You fit that trucker aesthetic for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. And yeah, I see that you're not eligible till next week to win those tickets, Patrick, for My Chemical Romance. As you know, we announced My Chemical Romance is returning to Arizona September of next year. So good news, bad news. Bad news for Patrick. He's not eligible to win these tickets this week. The good news is I'm pretty sure I'll have My Chemical Romance tickets to give away over the next calendar year, right? As we get closer to that show. Now, tickets go on sale for that show on Friday.
this Friday. But again, it's going to be a full 12 months before that show comes off. So, it's a big deal when they're announcing a year in advance. That's massive. And I misread that. I was like, I guess we just missed it. Oh, wait a second.
It's like you got to love that confidence. Like,
yeah.
Not coming out for another 2-year concert. Well, we'll give away tickets.
It's at Chase Field, too, which I like that as a stadium show better than Cardinals Stadium because the sound is just better at Chase than Cardinals Stadium. And that's my honest belief. Come at me if you disagree. Now, I do have tickets to give away for Nightfall all week long. Of course, we are kicking off spooky season, and we're excited about it. If you want to win a pair of tickets for Nightfall, well, I want to play a game. 600 KFMA, 600-5362. We're going to do a round of the 5-second rule. So it's pretty simple. Just give me a call. If you can answer 3 and give me 3 correct answers within 5 seconds, you're going to score these tickets for Nightfall. Old Tucson presents Nightfall. And as you know, Nightfall goes from October 2nd to November 1st, Thursday through Sunday night. So let's go to the phone, see who we got. Rock 1, 2.1, who's this?
This is Dave.
All right, Dave. Here we go. We're going to get 5 seconds on the clock. If you can give me 3 answers, you're going to win these tickets for Nightfall. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Name 3 horror movies with a number in the title. Go.
Friday the 13th. Oh, God. 7.
Oh, that's 2. I know. Sorry, Dave. That was an excellent try, though. Thank you. All right, let's go to the next phone line. Rock 1, 2x1. Who's this? Yo, what's your name? Travis. All right, Travis. All right, give me 3 answers within 5 seconds. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, name 3 creepy dolls.
Annie, Chucky.
Oh, you ran out of time.
Third one.
Annie or Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Chucky.
I call Annie for short.
Megan would have worked, you know what I mean? So there are lots of creepy dolls out there. Thank you for trying.
Chucky.
All right, we got tickets for Nightfall up for grabs. Who's on the phone now?
Jonathan.
All right, Jonathan. Here we go. 5 seconds on the clock. Give me 3 answers. Name 3 horror movie remakes. Go.
Halloween. Chucky.
Oh, ran out of time there. You could pretty much almost said all of them, really, They love remaking
Even
them.
I Know What You Did Last Summer made a comeback. Right?
Yes, it did. It did. Yeah. Texas Chainsaw Massacre has had so many remakes, you forgot that there was an original. Thank you for trying. All right, here we go. Rock 1, 2.1. Who's this?
Nicholas.
All right, Nicholas. Here we go. I need 3 answers within 5 seconds. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Give me 3 ways to kill a vampire.
Garlic, steak to the heart, and sunlight.
Booyah! Yeah, there we go.
We got a
All
vampire
right.
hunter.
Yeah, dude. How
Oh,
many
boy.
vampires have you killed? And thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you.
He won't tell us.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So mysterious.
All right, stay on the line. You got yourself a pair of tickets here for Nightfall at Old Tucson. Again, Nightfall kicks off on October 2nd. It's coming up right around the corner, and it will be up and running Thursday through Sunday nights. And again, that's Old Tucson. You can visit oldtucson.com to get all your information and make your plans to visit Nightfall. We're going to hit the reset. Be back with more Beef Vegan Presents right after this. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. All right, we're going to continue the clip, and I'm going to get, was it, you say Patrick was your name?
Nicholas.
Nicholas, yeah.
Close enough.
So close, so close, dude.
It's actually my brother's name.
Oh, yeah?
He knew that.
Nice. All right, Nicholas.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm going to get Nicholas's information real quick, and I'm going to play you this clip from earlier this morning, our stupid genius of the week. I'll be right back right after this. All right. Well,
No good deed, man.
Yeah, I know. F my life.
Mhm.
All right, so those are your emails. Keep them coming, beef@kfma.com. We still have tickets to give away for Nightfall. We'll be doing that a little bit later, but also tickets for Mudvayne are up for grabs, so keep it right here because your opportunity to win those coming up next. The Peppers Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back, Beef Vegan Presents. All right, so have you seen this TikTok thing? It's time for Stupid Genius of the Week. Now, I didn't believe this when I first saw it, so I'm going to show you on the screen here real quick.
Rico, what you're seeing is a woman standing in line at Costco. Have you seen this clip?
No, not yet.
Okay, now watch this, okay? So she's going to be standing there.
No.
Yes. And it worked.
That's her membership scam?
No, it's worse than that.
Oh, my God.
Does bags of beef jerky. That's a tramp stamp that she got, and it worked. All right. Now,
what?
It's not unreasonable to take everything you see on social media with a grain of salt. But in this instance, this TikTok by Righteous Felon, the video claims to show a Costco employee wearing a half-cut shirt, which shows off a barcode for beef jerky on her back. And then the tattoo, the UPC code, is scannable. Now, is it real? I don't know. But there are people out there that believe this, and I'm hoping that this is not a legit tattoo and maybe just a temporary one, because those barcodes change all the time. You know, so today you're scanning beef jerky, and then tomorrow it's for dog food or something. You know?
Is it something where like the company paid her or like sponsored her? If you get this tattoo, you get free beef jerky or something like that?
No, but that seems like a great promotional idea for the show, huh?
Oh my God. Yeah.
But, you know, like do a QR code or something, which I have seen people tattoo QR codes. Yeah, but so it's stupid genius of the week. Is this stupid or is it genius?
I am deciding.
Yeah, okay, as it calculates in your brain.
Right.
You know, you got to think about this because, you know, if you love the certain brand of beef jerky and you hate just scanning it and you just say, do my tramp stamp, then, you know, that will work.
Cut out the middleman. Scan my butt.
Right. And you'll be able to see that video here on our podcast broadcast. We replay it. But that's our stupid genius of the week. The woman who either, you know, went through the trouble of getting a fake tattoo made for a bit, or got a real tattoo because she loves the beef jerky so much. And you don't even get a discount when they scan it. You know, and a tramp stamp nonetheless, you know, like trying to bring that back.
Yeah, what a great spot. Not on her palm, nothing. I was like, nah, put it on my lower back.
Yeah, put it on my lower back.
I want people to know I'm classy.
That's our stupid genius of the week. All right, we have tickets that we're going to give away for My Chemical Romance coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. So stick around because that opportunity for you to win those tickets for MCR coming up next. Beef Vegan Presents. Keep it right here on Rock 102.1 KFMA. 2.1 KFMA. That is My Chemical Romance. We just announced that their Long Live the Black Parade tour is making a stop in Phoenix, Arizona September 6, 2026. Damn, they announced it a year out, son. Woo! That's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
Yeah, all right. Well, you know, and they go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m., but you can win them. So here's the deal. And honestly, Rico, this ruined my Thursday. And
really?
Yes, it really did because I was too kind because I had a transit T in studio.
Mm-hmm.
Our winner can't win these tickets, right? And not only did he just win last week, he won twice last week in Tap Out where he was my contestant.
Oh, geez.
And he just tried to give me a fucking alias. So, because he knew he couldn't win, right? So he tried to give me a different name.
Gotta be sneaky about it.
Yes, but I got to get the information and, other information. And it pulled up and it showed his name. And I'm like, wait a second, is this you? So he calls in. And I should have recognized this because he ended up becoming a $100 winner. Yeah, which is even worse, right?
This is just one.
Yeah. Right. So he was a Tap Out contestant on Wednesday. And I'm like, hey, turn down your radio because I hear like an echo. Mm-hmm. He didn't turn it down completely. And I'm like, whatever. And then he's very monotone. He's a very smart guy. I'll give him that credit, right? He's very good at fucking games. But on Wednesday, he only got 2 questions right and he got stumped. And then I'm like, cool. All right, boom. You were the Tap Out contestant. Then whatever. Now, sometimes we do Tap Out, people are scared to call in. So it takes me a while and I jump the gun. I'm like, I got to answer the phone here. I got to get things going. And I want to make it look like I have listeners. I know I have listeners, but sometimes when I have the client sitting in front of me, I don't want it to look like we don't have listeners.
Right.
So then I'm more susceptible to answering the phone. So on tap out, and we're doing tap out on Thursday, which we never do. We just been talking about tea for like 30 minutes. So I'm like, who's tuned in ready for this, right?
Mhm.
And so I got impatient. I answered the phone. I let this guy be a contestant. And I'm like, hey, and I said again, hey, turn down your radio. That should have been my cue. And again, you could still kind of hear me in the back. So he doesn't turn down his radio completely. That's
his
a tell. Yeah.
How funny.
Because we were just talking to him. Did we not hear the radio the entire time?
Yep. It's like a weird serial killer kink. It's
Yes.
like the radio has to be on.
So I just got I just did the 5-second rule. He finally calls in. I give him the easiest 5-second rule question.
Yep.
Just for the sake of time. I'm trying to wrap up
Let's
this
just
segment.
wrap this up. Yep.
It happened to be him. And then he tries to give me an alias. So thinking it wouldn't show up in my system.
This guy.
And I'm mad. And so like
Is that block worthy?
I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, this guy might be on the spectrum too. I don't know, but it's messed up.
Yeah.
And
Well, he's trying to be malicious by tricking you. It's a different name. You're like, I still got to get your info, and I'm going to find out who you are.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
I'm like,
there's
fuck.
no getting around that. Sorry, unless he changes addresses. He's getting too clever.
Yeah. Well, at least he's listening to 8 o'clock hour, and he's could be like a P1.
Right.
But man, that really. And then on
Yeah.
Thursday, I was upset. What's up, dude? Who's this?
Hey, sorry, I just called. I was the winner, but I have a different question for you.
Okay, what's that, Nick?
So, am I allowed to have, because I work every day, Monday through Friday, am I allowed to have someone go pick up that gift card that I actually did win?
You're getting that gift card. You talk about the 17 gift cards you won within 48 hours. No, you have to.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to show your ID. So you have to pick it up.
Okay.
You have time. That's the good news. And then I hope you enjoy that. I'll ask you this. Let me ask you a favor, of good faith that I'm going to ask you. Okay. Now you got 5 $20 gift cards to Transit Tea. Okay. Now that place is amazing, but I want you to pay it forward for me because you weren't eligible to be the contestant. I want you to give out at least 2 of those gift cards to someone that you know, a friend or family, for them to be able to try out Transit Tea. Because, I mean, no one needs $100 worth of free tea, Nick.
A lot of tea.
To be honest.
Yeah. Okay, so how about this? How about you choose to like the next 2 callers or whatever?
No, I can't do that.
Give
It's
them
already been in the system. You know, there's all these.
It's a technical thing.
Yeah. Plus, dude, you know, honestly, you know, it just grease somebody's palm. Be like, hey, you know what? Like, you know, I usually get like a free double in and out cards when I'm roadrunners. I always get an abundance of them. Rico knows this.
Oh, I know this.
Yeah, and I go around. I tip those. I tip those like crazy. It really makes people's day. But you know, you got a friend, you got a family member, you got a client. You know, you're working, you're driving every day, and you see some people the same day. Be like, hey, I got a little gift for you. Here's a $20 gift card.
Yeah.
Transit Tea. I just had it. I just had $60 worth of it. It was delicious.
I'm all teed out.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then
I'd rather give it to a stranger than someone I know.
No, fuck that. Be nice to someone you know.
Yeah, they
dude.
deserve some love.
Yeah, and then that will make me sleep
People
better.
I know, they're assholes.
Well, Nick, there's some of their friends, because I'll be honest with you, like that didn't sit well with me all day. That bugged me the entire day because the client was there and he's just like, oh, they won all 100 because we want.
Well, spread the wealth.
Yeah, we want to spread the wealth.
Yeah.
We want several people to be able to try the place for the very, very first time, not somebody to have a lifetime supply of tea.
Let me try that oolong.
Well, no, because I was thinking I could go to there and then just hand out like to whatever patrons are there. I'll just give them here.
Well, don't make it blatant. Like, hey, I don't even fucking like this place. Here you go. You know
everybody,
what I mean?
I want all these.
I feel like there's a better look. From the interactions I've had with you, I consider you a very smart man. Right? You got intelligence behind you, dude. So I feel like there's a better way for you to come up to give these
You're
away.
Batman villain smart.
Yeah.
All right, I'll think of something, but I will. I promise, I will. I'll give 2. I'll give 3 gift cards because I don't even need $60 worth of.
There you go. Yeah, no, $40
If you can
to get
answer
you
my
latte.
questions, be vegan. Turns it back on you.
Yeah, I know.
Time for you to tap out, my friend.
Honestly, I'm bummed they didn't bring one for me because I do go to that place all the time, and I would. But you can't give it to me. Give it to 3 either strangers, colleagues, whatever. Nick, you can figure out a way, and then keep the other 2 and enjoy because it's a really good spot.
The next a-hole friend that says something semi nice to you, give it to him. if they all suck.
Okay,
But the one
cool.
time, like, how's
That
your day
sounds good.
going? You're like, good. Here's some tea.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
There you go.
or if somebody
Thanks for being nice to
gossips,
me. Here's a gift card.
if someone gossips like about a coworker or
Spill the
something,
tea.
be like, yeah, you just spilled the tea. Here you
There we
go.
go.
Thank you for spilling the tea with me.
Yep.
Here's a $20 gift card to Transit Tea. It all works.
That's a clever ad campaign, actually.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Mm.
All right, cool. Yeah, I will give some gift cards away.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Nick.
All right,
You're back in my good graces.
All right.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, no worries.
All
Talk
right,
to you soon.
I'll talk to you in a month so I can win something else.
Yes, you can, and I'll allow it. All right.
All right, cool.
All right. Talk to you later. All right. So there you go.
He kind of reminds me of Nathan Fielder, the voice.
Yeah, I know, and that's
clever.
and that's why I'm like, he could be on some kind of spectrum, dude, because he's super smart, but in a way that like not necessarily
Too smart.
I mean, look, I've been trying to be like, here's a simple way to do this. He's like, how about her? And then you start seeing
the math
in the background. But yeah, it fucking ruined my day Thursday. I was
Like I
pissed.
said, that kind of stuff ruins my day too.
Yeah.
Thinking about it like 3 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I called Summer just to yell, and she's like, "What do you want me to do about it?" I'm like, "Nothing. I just want
Just hear
someone
me out.
Yeah, someone to listen."
Yeah. Amazing. Hey, at least you got through to him a little bit.
Little bit. I mean, he is an ally, and that's another thing too.
Yeah.
When everybody calls in, and like, I want people to win. Don't get me wrong. But it's like you can't like Patrick, right? Like Patrick has a distinctive name and voice. I can't every time I open the phones just have Patrick be my contestant because then like it's a bad look. It's like, hey, Beef Vegan presents. That one guy, Patrick, is the listener. You know what I mean? Which I know is not true.
Patrick's calling in.
Yeah. Which so we just kind of like pick and choose.
Yeah.
But
Well, it feels like the undertone of the whole purpose is that people should get that, But if they're just like, nope, I'm gonna win everything. Screw you. Like it's system's broken, not me.
I know.
Come on, play
and
nice.
we're just gonna play the system. I know. It's like, well, we're gonna keep
why we can't have nice
revising it.
things.
I know. All these rules are in place because of previous experiences. Let's get back on the air. Rock on 2.1 KFMA. We're back. Now, there was actually a story that you were pulling up, Rico, and I didn't give you a heads up on it. Do you have any links for this? When you're talking about Congress and UFOs, give me a little backstory of the UFO.
Oh, I just saw one of those clips pop up on, I think, TikTok, and one of those, things. It's like Congressman calmly explains there are quote unquote entities coming from quote unquote 5 or 6 deep water areas.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it feels like it's been a while since we've heard like UFO fervor, but they all seem to crop up when things are getting politically kind of crazy.
Oh, you think
it's
it
like
could be
their quick Uno reverse card? They're just like, hey, by the way, guys,
the distraction.
Aliens.
Yeah. And it's like, well, what about Epstein files? Did you hear about aliens? Yeah. Oh, what about some fun rest? Yeah, aliens.
Yeah, it's the Tennessee representative Tim Burchett casually claimed that aliens are here on Earth and they're rising out of the ocean. Just on a daily stroll, be like, oh yeah, by the way, guys.
I mean, honestly, if there's any place where there's bases and everything else, I mean, I'm kind of a believer in that. I would think 100% they're all just in the ocean because that's 80% of the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
the videos of a goblin shark or an anglerfish, you're like, oh, there's got to be aliens in there too. If they're not already. Octopus are aliens, man.
Yeah, there was actually a Blue Lights UFO video that I actually deleted. It was on my show sheet for last week. I didn't get around to, and this was down in South America. South America is getting a lot of pretty credible, unexplained aerial phenomena footage. And yeah, it continues to happen. But you ever seen that one video where you see the UFOs just shoot down into the water, right? Yeah, where it's fishermen filming it. It looks really real.
Like, what?
But at the point we are, we won't know it's real when we see it anymore, and we're going to be so desensitized to it. In fact, even the president just said, and this is terrifying, but I said this as a joke for plausible deniability, that AI is just so good that you could be like, it's not me, it's AI.
Right?
Right?
That's the point. Yeah, I think that's the whole thing.
Yeah, well, the president literally just said that on Air Force One. He's like, you don't know what you see anymore. It could look really bad, and that's probably AI.
Exactly.
And you're like, no, dude.
That's crazy.
We don't want you thinking that.
Any incriminating evidence for any against politicians, like, that's just AI.
Plausible deniability. That's the biggest problem that we have. And you know what? But did I not say it from I'll hit the dump on that. That was pretty close. Did I not say it? I mean, I said it with the analogy of D-pics, but same thing, difference.
How sad would that be? She's like, it looks good, but I think it might be AI.
Like,
no, it's real. I've been working on this.
You're like, it is. You're gonna love it. All right, let's switch gears here. I got some fun thing I want to tell you about here. Let's see. There's two competitions that I feel like you'd be really good at, Rico, and you could go pro. All right. First and foremost, there's the 8th annual International Grave Diggers Competition Championship. Yeah, where shovelers compete to dig graves, and this is an international event. So, I mean, you've been working on, I see you do, what are those weights called that?
Like dumbbells or
Not
kettlebells?
Kettlebells,
Yeah.
You do a lot of kettlebell exercises. I feel like that works out really well with shoveling. And
this competition sounds like something out of Soviet Union, where it's like you lose the competition, you just lay in the grave and they shoot you.
Close.
The hell,
it's
man?
in Hungary, which is close to the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
It's the Association of Cemetery Operators and Maintainers. Contestants work in teams of 2. They're required to dig graves that are 2 meters long, 80 centimeters wide, and 1.6 meters deep in just 2 hours.
Wow.
And then they have to put all that dirt back in the hole to create a neat little burial mound. Judges then rate the skills of the grave diggers on speed, accuracy, and attention to details. So if you ever want to be a pro athlete, then sign up for the 9th annual International Grave Diggers Championship when it happens each September. It just happened on September 6th. Now, or if that seems like too much work for you, then work on your stone skimming skills.
Ooh.
Yeah, you ever skip a stone across the lake?
It's been a minute,
water?
man. I'm a little rusty.
Well, you can become a champion in that too. The World Stone Skimming Championship is held in Scotland each year, but this year they got hit with a cheating scandal that rocked the rock throwing competition. Yeah, they had several competitors caught with using fake stones.
Can't have nice things, man.
Yeah. Now the contest happens every year on an island and only has 70 people that participate in it, but lots of perfect flat stones from old slate mining are used. Now, the rules say you can only use natural stones from the island, but some people brought in stones that were ground down by machines to make them perfectly round and smooth, and those are the type of stones you want to use.
That's what it had to be a whole process where they gather the contestants, like, all right, you guys have 20 minutes to find the perfect stone.
Yeah, and they would
go
go
check
out.
the pockets and everything first.
See, that's the thing, though. Several contestants were like, absolutely.
Right.
And when they were walking around, they're like, look what I found. That was like, have a little hole in their pocket,
up their butt.
Drop on the ground, right? There's all, but it wasn't one person thinking this. Most of the competitors thought this.
It's like the Lance Armstrong scandal for rock throwers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it ruined the World Stone Throwing Championship because so many people were cheating that they got rocked a scandal. So this is why we can't have nice things.
Exactly. Trying to have some fun here, people.
But anyways, those are 2 competitions that you can start training for today and be a world-class athlete.
I do want to brag at a bar like, yeah, I'm the #1 grave digger.
That'll get all the girls.
Right.
Terrified. All right, let's hit the reset. We'll be back with your beef tip right after these words. Rockwell 2.1 KFMA. So
that'd be so funny though, just to be like the regulatory commission on that stone throwing. They're like, really, guys? All of you?
Yeah.
All of you? Like, we just want to win.
Yeah, I know. Okay, well, do you have enough for the whole class?
Or is it get to the point where it's like it hits like 200 skips? And I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
know.
a stone. Remote controlled.
They can't measure it anymore. That's the reason why they're pissed.
Right.
You skip the stone and it goes to the other side of the lake. You're like, fuck, what do we do now?
Yeah, they're on to me.
We never had anyone go to the other side of the lake.
Yeah.
Does that make him the winner? Oh, the guy after him did it too?
Some guy's great Scottish grandfather won for 35 stone skips.
Yeah.
This guy's getting like 56. He's like, no way in hell, man.
Yeah, it's not physical.
Uncle
possible.
Agnes.
Right.
Wouldn't want it this way.
All right, we got more. Let's hit the reset here. But earlier this morning, we were talking with Anna Animoto. I think that's what this next clip's all about. It was fun to have Ann and Bob in studio. Check this out. I'll be back with Beef Tip right after this. Go on sale, right? Well, at least Alexa and Josh can. Let's meet our contestants here. Alexa's on line 1. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, line 2, we have Josh. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, now here's the deal. Alexa and Josh are going to face off against each other in a round of Think Fast, Dumbass acronym. All right, now I gave them both a heads up, and everyone out there listening, because this game's going to be a little difficult. We call My Chemical Romance MCR for short. That's the acronym, right? I want you to come up with as many acronyms for MCR as you can. Now, when I hit the timer and say go, we're going to start off with line 1, Alexa. She's going to give hers. Josh going to give his back. You guys are going to go back and forth giving acceptable acronyms without repeating one another. All right? First person who gets stumped loses the game. With that said, sore loser rules will be applied, so the loser will decide the winner's fate. Will they walk away with those MCR tickets, or will the winner turn instant emo and cry because the loser implements those tickets? And I hang up on both contestants and give them out to caller number 69.
Brutal.
Yeah, which could be anyone out there listening, or it could be any one of the contestants, essentially giving our loser a second opportunity to win. With that said, are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. What about you, Josh? Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, he's writing down stuff. Right? Did you come up in an acronym, Rico?
Yeah, but I don't want to give them away.
Well, give one.
Mixed cocktail revenge.
Okay, mixed cocktail revenge. That's good. Good. Mine, and I'm going to give one too. You can't use this one. Okay. For MCR, I thought the first thing that came to my mind was masturbate, cry, repeat.
Too close to home, man.
So, with that said, all right, let's play this game. Don't say Rico or I's acronym. All right, the clock is set. Alexa on line 1. Here we go. First acronym is what?
My Coke rewards.
My Coke rewards.
Damn.
Okay, yeah. That's when you're a frequent customer of your dealer, and he's like, your 10th one's free. Josh.
Master of Clinical Research.
Okay, that's very official there. All right, Alexa.
Memory card reader.
Oh, nice. I like that. Josh.
Monthly cost report.
Okay, look how official Josh is, man. He's a very corporate job. These are all corporate titles here. AI is going to steal eventually. All right, Alexa.
Master control room.
Okay, Josh.
Managed care review.
Okay, Alexa.
My careless roommate.
Excellent. Josh. My careless roommate.
Maximum continuous rating.
Okay, yeah, Josh has the nerdiest answers of all so far, right? You know,
Good strategy.
Alexa.
Minimum sell rate.
Okay, Josh.
Medical care ratio.
Okay, Alexa.
Magnetic card reader.
Okay, Josh.
That's a repeat.
Oh, is that a repeat?
I don't know.
Son of a. What have you been doing, Rico? Gosh, that. Yeah, Rico didn't like it when I called him out on that. I mean, I just needed. I know. I need to put blame on something. All right, and I apologize. See, on the record. With that said, yeah, he was wrong. Josh was wrong. Yes, and he got those tickets, but I really gave.
You gave her a chance.
I did. I gave her a chance. I'm like, look, I feel like you're getting screwed in this situation. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Let's get into a beef tip as we just played back the clip from our acronym game that we played today for My Chemical Romance tickets. It was announced that My Chemical Romance is performing at Chase Field next year, September 6th. And we're giving away tickets for that show all week long before they go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. Now, we had Josh and Alexa face off against each other, and Josh said that she repeated an answer, which we didn't catch at the time.
Right.
We didn't think she did. That's why we didn't catch it, which was a good thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I had to take his word for it. And in that situation, it screwed Alexa out of these tickets. Now, we just watched the playback, and she did not repeat her answer.
She was in the right.
Yeah, so Josh was wrong and basically stole those tickets away from her, right? But I did do sore loser rules. So I gave Alexa the opportunity to right the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But she decided to take the high road.
That she did.
Is it the high road, though, when you're the one who's being wronged?
I don't know though. She had some kind of like code of ethics or moral reasoning. She's going to have good karma.
Yeah.
But now she doesn't have tickets.
She doesn't have tickets. And it's going to be almost impossible to win those tickets this week, you know? I mean, a lot of people want those tickets for My Chemical Romance. It's a big grab, right? So my beef tip to you is do not take the high road, right? Especially if you're feeling like, you know, you're getting screwed over. I mean, yeah, like sometimes life's going to make you the punching bag, right? But the only way to prevent you from being a punching bag is to punch back. Sometimes you're going to have to punch back. And I'm not saying literally, you know, physically, but sometimes that's the case too. You don't just sit there and be like, oh, this guy's going to kick my ass. I'm going to take the high road and take it. No, man, you got to fight back.
She could have gone full Karen on us. Lit a fire like, how dare you?
She was a sweetheart.
Yeah, she was.
You know, and I appreciate her. And I wish
And if Alexa, if you're listening right now, I do have a pair of tickets for Nightfall that I can give you to make up for it and still keep you eligible.
They got a guy there dressed like the guy from My Chemical Romance, kind of. He looks ghoulish.
It's not the same, but yeah. That's all the time we have. Damn. All right. Thank you for listening. Try to stay fried, safe, rock local. I just went into that.
But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.
All right. Well, obviously, unfortunately, she's not listening right now and probably never listening again. But next time, my beef tip to me is to keep an eye on that clock because obviously I thought I had more time.
I didn't know it was going to be a hard exit.
No, I know. And that's the thing.
My
and
bad.
I wasn't looking at it either, dude. So it surprised me just as much. And that was my bad. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow, we're going to have a bunch of stuff, including Fuku, Sushi, Yaz, and Mari. And it's going to be a fun time. And My Chemical Romance tickets all week long. But since Alexa didn't call, how about we do this? A first streamer to make it through who hasn't won tickets in the last 30 days and do want to win those tickets for My Chemical Romance. No, sorry, not My Chemical Romance. Shit! For Nightfall. It's
They're
Monday.
all freaking out like, why?
Look,
no way.
We had a great show today. Obviously, the caffeine is wore off, but a streamer, if you want those tickets for Nightfall, I do have a pair of tickets for the first streamer to call in, and if you haven't won in 30 days. So give me a call right now, 600-KFMA, 600-5362, and if nobody claims these tickets, I'll give away 2 pairs of tickets tomorrow. So, all right, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys.